I think we've all been there. That feeling when something super exciting, totally new, just sort of collapses into a big meh.
Oh, absolutely.
Maybe like you spent a whole week obsessed with a new hobby, or you finally perfected your morning coffee routine.
Yeah.
And then suddenly it just tastes like, well, coffee. It seems we're just hardwired to lose interest, right?
It really does seem that way. And it's this universal complaint, isn't it? Why are humans so easily bored? Now, usually we talk about boredom psychologically, not enough mental stimulation, maybe lack of motivation.
Right, the usual suspects.
Exactly. But today, we're kind of skipping that behavioral stuff. We're going deep, right into the nervous system.
Okay.
Our mission really is to dig into this surprisingly ancient neurological reason why your brain tunes out the static. And it all comes down to how our neurons, our nerve cells, handle repetition versus how they handle change.
Okay, let's unpack that then. The sources are saying the answer is right there in the basic function of the nerve cells. So what's actually happening, like chemically or electrically, when something stays the same day after day, like that coffee?
Well, what's really fascinating, and this is at the core of it, is that the very cells designed to get the input, the receiving neurons, they're actually built to actively reduce their own excited response. The more they see the same thing, the less excited they get.
Reduce it.
Yeah, it's a dampening effect. The technical term is habituation.
Habituation, okay.
Think of it like this. Your brain sort of decides, okay, this sensory input hasn't changed in the last hour or day or week. It's probably not worth the full energy cost to keep processing it intensely.
So wait, are you saying our brain literally just starts ignoring things? Or at least like seriously downplaying stuff that's just static? How fast does that happen? That dampening?
Very quickly. I mean, for basic sensory stuff, it can be milliseconds. And the neural economy of it, it's kind of genius, really. Because while the response to the familiar gets turned down, those same neurons actually boost their alertness. They enhance their response the moment something new pops up or something moves quickly.
Hold on, though. If the volume is always getting turned down on things that repeat, how do we ever appreciate, say, complex music or art we look at again and again? Shouldn't we just get bored instantly?
That's a really good distinction to make. Habituation seems to target the low information, predictable stuff, the hum of the fridge, the pattern on the wallpaper, background noise, essentially.
Okay.
But complex things like music or intricate art, they're constantly offering up new details, subtle shifts, different layers. There's enough complexity happening that your system doesn't just flag it as static.
I see. So it keeps paying attention because the thing itself is still offering something new, even if subtly.
Exactly. It maintains those attentional resources because the stimulus itself is dynamically complex, not just repetitive noise.
That makes perfect sense now. So this isn't just some modern annoyance, this boredom thing. It's actually baked in, like an essential survival feature we've inherited.
Absolutely. Yeah, if you connect this to the bigger picture, this prioritizing of change, it's primal. It's necessary. Think about our ancestors.
Right.
They gained a huge survival advantage by, well, essentially ignoring the unchanging environment, the rock that's always there, the tree that doesn't move, and instead immediately zeroing in on movement.
Like a predator.
Precisely. The flicker of a rival's fire, or the classic example, a puma maybe stalking in the branches. Paying attention to the familiar was, frankly, a waste of precious calories. But attending to change, that was critical for survival.
And there was that analogy in the source material that really brings this home. It said boredom isn't passive. It's not just low energy.
No, it's active.
It's an active, proactive survival mechanism, like deliberately turning off your porch light.
Exactly like that. You turn off that constant familiar light and suddenly the fainter, newer things stand out, don't they?
Yeah, they pop.
The fireflies in the yard maybe, or the shadow of a potential threat. They become much clearer against that reduced background. So boredom, that restless feeling, that's your nervous system actively clearing the decks, cognitively speaking.
Yeah.
It's priming your attention specifically for new, potentially crucial information.
So the big takeaway here seems to be, if you're feeling bored, your brain is actually doing its job. It's performing this fundamental evolutionary function. It's trying to make you seek out novelty because that's what kept us alive.
That's a great way to put it. You're hardwired to seek novelty because your nervous system actually demands it to stay sharp.
Okay, so it's not a flaw, it's a feature.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Which leads to a final thought, something for you, the listener, to maybe mull over.
Yeah.
If our basic nervous system demands this constant cycle of novelty and change to stay alert, to stay engaged, what does that mean for how we design our modern environments?
Interesting question.
Yeah, think about your workspace, your phone screen, your digital life, even just your home layout. How could we maybe strategically introduce managed novelty, something that satisfies this ancient neural need, but without just creating total distraction?
Find that balance, satisfying the need for new without overwhelming the system.
Exactly. Something to think about next time you find yourself staring blankly at a routine task.